Good morning, students. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. I am Mrs. Haimavati, welcoming you back to our English lesson 3 questions. Students, in the last class, we completed part 1. So today, we will continue with part 2. But before I begin with part 2, let us once recall whatever we have read in part 1. So here is the summary of it. There was a certain king who believed that he would not fail if he knew what was the right time for every action, who were the right people to listen to, and what was the most important thing to do. He announced that he would give a great reward to the person who can answer his 3 questions. Many wise men came to the king with different answers. Unfortunately, their answers did not satisfy the king. So the king decided to consult a wise hermit. The king went alone to the hermit. He saw the hermit digging the ground, and out of compassion, he did it for him. He kept on asking the 3 questions, but the hermit also kept silent. Hours passed, and it was already sunset. The hermit saw a bearded man running towards them. So, students, this was the summary of part 1. Now, let's begin with part 2. So, let's start. The king turned round and saw a bearded man running towards them. His hands were pressed against his stomach, from which blood was flowing. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. So, here the word fainted means lost consciousness, and redressed means dressed again. So, let me explain this paragraph. The king here saw a bearded man running towards them, with his hands pressed on his stomach. As soon as he reached, he fainted and fell on the ground. This seems the man was hurt by someone. He had a large wound in his stomach and it was bleeding terribly. Both the king and the hermit helped this wounded man. The king washed the wound and bandaged it till the bleeding stopped. Next paragraph. The man felt better and asked for something to drink. The king brought fresh water and gave it to him. By this time, the sun had set and the air was cool. The king, with the hermit's help, carried the wounded man into the hut and laid him on the bed. The man closed his eyes and lay quiet. The king tried by his walk and the work he had done, lay down on the floor and slept through the night. When he awoke, it was several minutes before he could remember where he was or who the strange bearded man lying on the bed was. So, here in this paragraph, if you see, after some time, the wounded man felt better, He asked for something to drink. Then the king provided him with some fresh water. Though it was sunset, the king and the hermit helped the wounded man to take rest on the bed. The king was also tired, so he stayed that night in the hermit's hut. Now, let's see what happened the next day morning. The next day morning, when the king woke up, the bearded man saw him and apologized to him. Means he felt sorry for whatever he had done. Next, forgive me, said the bearded man in a weak voice when he saw that the king was awake. I don't know you and have nothing to forgive you for, said the king. Here, the king was not aware of the situation. So he is saying to the bearded man that I don't know you and why you are saying me to forgive. Now let's see. You do not know me, but I know you. I am that enemy of yours who swore revenge on you because you put my brother to death and seized my property. I knew you had gone alone to see that hermit, and I made up my mind to kill you on your way home. But the day passed and you did not return. So I left my hiding place and I came upon your bodyguard who recognized me and wounded me. I escaped from him, but I should have died if you had not dressed my wounds. I wished to kill you, and you have saved my life. Now, if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. Forgive me. So, here the bearded man revealed his truth in front of the king. He admitted that he was an enemy of the king because the king had put his brother to death and seized his property. So the bearded man wanted to take revenge. When he heard about the king going When he heard about the king going to the hermit, he decided to kill him when he was in his way back home, but he failed. Unfortunately, the bearded man was caught by the king's bodyguard, who recognized him and wounded him. Now, the bearded man could realize that he would have died without the help of the king. He was obliged to the king for saving his life and decided to serve him as the most faithful servant. Next, the king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property. His property. Here, the king was now happy because he made peace with his enemy, and the king also promised that he would return back his property that he had seized. Now, the next paragraph. Leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked round for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. The hermit was on his knees sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, For the last time I beg you to answer my questions, wise man. Here, the king went out and he was looking for the hermit because he wanted to get the answers to his questions. And he saw that hermit was busy with sowing the seeds in the bed that had been dug the day before. So he went to the hermit and again pleaded the hermit to answer his three questions. Now let's see what hermit said. You have already been answered, said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. How have I been answered? What do you mean? Here, the hermit explained that the king had already been answered to his questions, but the king was surprised that how he have been answers to these questions. Do you not see? Replied the hermit. If you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these beds for me, you would have gone away. Then that man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the beds, and I was the most important man, and to do me good was your most important business. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him, because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business.